proposal that we give you, see how you feel about that, and then from there we'll organise another meeting so we can fine tune that a bit further and decide exactly how we're going to proceed forward.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Okay, now, we probably it didn't... Oh, actually, here we go, observers.
You didn't sound real convinced, Ken.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
I thought it was good.
I've got my old man that's got 50% of the equity. I don't think they really covered that.
We didn't. That was one thing that we should have
Because you
explored
know,
more.
that's a real issue.
That's actually your biggest issue now that we
It's
should have been dealing with. Yeah.
Fly out to the old man and then look at how
Bring
he
the
can
sons.
bring the sons in and look after the daughter.
Yeah.
She's in a bad hurry.
But-
What daughter?
Yeah,
But-
so you guys didn't ask them that.
But
Because we didn't know there was a daughter.
You wouldn't ask enough background family questions.
No, get the
Just
second
throwing that out.
I know, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
so what other things work, guys?
I was just observing Brian's language, the way he was posing questions and that, and I like the way he phrased things. He said, blah blah blah. Is that acceptable? Just that little phrase. Is that acceptable? Do you? And made another statement. Is that a fair comment? And so that's sort of like making a statement and turning it into a question. And the other one I like was you have to ask yourself, and the statement comes on. So I sort of like those little phrases that you were using. That was sort of turning a statement into a question, and that was just one thing I was picking up.
I might get that. You tell us about that. We don't know much about that. You tell us, like, so that instead of doing all the talking, that you're still controlling your own time.
Right, any other thoughts?
I was wondering about body language. Do you learn about talk about body language? I don't know if you had your legs crossed like that all the time, but that's
No, I
closed.
actually had my legs like that
Okay.
because I was riding at the same time.
Right.
I suppose you wouldn't
He
necessarily notice that
did.
aesthetically.
At this sales conference, he did actually mention body language, yes, but
Right.
I didn't. I haven't put it in today, so you're right. He did mention body language.
No, that's so
What
I should
about,
have done you, but you should have said.
Cross your arms.
I should have crossed my arms and
Yeah.
said if you got
Crossing your arms is a...
What about body odour?
What about
He's got his socks, shoes are off.
I like to tell you when John said about, well, I'm happy to keep that how it is, and this is going to work on the growth and the issues that he had about all these new ideas and the competitors and stuff like that. And say that winning the voucher, we expect you to be out, we'll take over the word.
So any other shortcoming particularly? Because
I think the main thing we didn't do was the biggest issue there, and you said it twice, and I knew this from our previous one, so I didn't, because the main issue in your business career is your father, and it's getting some kind of strategy in place to, a succession planning strategy in place, and we heard that a couple of times, but we didn't really focus, because what we were doing, we were following our process of what we do rather than picking up on that issue and saying, okay, well this here, he's got a father who he said is kind of a bit loopy and he owns 50% of the business, so he's a big decision player in this business, and you don't trust him because you think he's got some crazy ideas now, he's going a bit crazy.
And he wants to do it the old.
And so that's a danger when we're doing these kind of meetings, that we don't pick up the cues that clients are giving us and we don't really focus on what is important to them. So that's what I feel one of our biggest shortcomings with anyone.
So then the question then becomes, so for the meeting that we're planning to have,
Yep.